Hello viewers, welcome to Michael's Structural Studio. I am Michael, your host and designer. In this video, I will show you the right way to import a DXF file into ProtaStructure. Now, what I have on the screen is an AutoCAD file saved in DXF format. In addition to that, at the top of this window, we can see that the extension name of the drawing is DXF. Prior to importing your DXF file, you want to make sure that the following points are considered. You can pause the video to take a look at them. Before we go any further, ensure to subscribe to this channel. It helps us create useful content for you. And turn on the notifications for more videos. With that out of the way, let's begin. Under the Building Setout ribbon, click on DXF Import. Next, from the dialog box, press the DXF Load button. Locate the file, select it, and click Open. Make sure the import type is set to floor plan. In the absence of other layers in the reference drawing, axis and column layers can serve as basic starting points to designing a model. In this case, we are going to work with grid, text, column, beam, and slab layers, assigning them to corresponding structural members. Now, the grid layer will be assigned to the matching element of the model in view. I will do the same for columns. I am going to uncheck this row because I don't want shear walls in the model. Next, I will assign beam layers to the matching structural member for the model. I will do the same for the slab layer. For the text layer, I am going to select the bubble text layer to pair it with the grid member for the model. You have the option to use the Reset Layer assignment should the need arise. The Assign Layers button assigns layers automatically. For now, let's move forward. The Settings section of the dialog box defines the conditions for importing a DXF file. For the Unit of File option, select the system of measurement used to express lengths and sizes in the DXF file. In this case, it is millimeters. Beam connectivity tolerance refers to the maximum gap or overlap away from the point of connection for beams. In this case, I will set it to 225 mm. Column connectivity tolerance refers to how far beams could be off center from the column, yet connected. In this case, I am using 225 mm. For wall connectivity tolerance, if two walls are supposed to meet but have a gap of say 500 mm, both walls will be considered connected. I will leave this field because I don't want to reference walls from the DXF file. Slab connectivity tolerance. This refers to a gap or overlap allowed between adjacent concrete slabs. Now I will set this to 225 mm. Select the story level where the reference drawing will be displayed. Move drawing to origin. This option moves the reference drawing by the lower left corner to the origin, but I will not be making use of this. Minimum beam length refers to the shortest allowed length for a beam element. In this case, I will use 900 mm. Maximum beam width refers to the widest allowed width for a beam element. For this, I will set it to 225 mm. The default beam height. This is an assumed height for beam elements when it is not specified in the reference drawing. For this case, I will be using 450 mm. Default slab height. This is an assumed height for slab elements when it is not specified in the reference drawing. For this case, I will be using 150 mm. Default pile length. This is an assumed value when it is not specified in the reference drawing. Story height is the vertical distance from natural ground to the top of the ground floor slab. After entering your desired settings, click on the Import button down here and have the drawing displayed in ProtaStructure. When the processing is complete, you can close this dialog box. Let us take a close look. With the reference drawing imported, we can see that all columns, beams, slabs, axes, and axis labels have been generated. Next, editing of axis labels has to be done because they are different from what is stated in the reference drawing. On the reference drawing, the vertical axis is labeled from A through to E, and the horizontal axis, they are labeled from number 1 through to 6. Now I will return to ProtaStructure and make the changes. I will begin with the vertical axis labels. Now I will double click on the first one on the left. Now I will enter the right character here and press the update button. After that, I will press the escape key and repeat the process for all labels. I am going to fast forward the video until all changes have been made. Next, I am going to use the slab table to check the depth of all slabs as specified in the DXF Import settings. We can see that all slabs have the same depth of 150 mm, which is correct. Next, I will use the beam table to check if all beams have values specified earlier. I am just going to stretch this window and make everything visible. Now we can see that the width of all beams is 225 mm, which is correct. And the depth of all beams is 450 mm as specified. I am going to close this window and check the model for errors using Building Model Check. To do that, I will go to the Review ribbon and select Building Model Check. I will press the Start button and check the model for errors. With the feedback gotten, it is okay to begin adding structural members to the model. As you can see, the DXF Import option of ProtaStructure can save a lot of time when working on a project. Thanks for watching. Please like this video, share it with anyone who might find it useful. Don't forget to subscribe. Turn on the notifications bell to stay updated on new tutorials and design insights. You can follow us on TikTok. Remember, learn something new every day. See you again.